So I'm turning 18 pretty soon, and like most of you watching, I want to get started right away. You know what I mean? I want to make my credit score good, since I'm a kid who's never held credit, and want to show that I actually be relied on to borrow money. But how? A decade of finance people and gatekeepers have made it so that financial instruments are incredibly difficult to fully conceptually understand, but once you do, you can make money just by using the right items. Before I say more, I'm not your financial advisor. Don't trust a random kid on YouTube telling you you should do this with your finances. Seriously bro, I'm giving you unsolicited advice here. Now, I think my words are good for me specifically, and it might be for you, but I can't confirm that, and because this is finances, nothing minor like health and safety, I need to give you this disclaimer. Before my 18th, I'll research credit cards. I'll figure out who has what. If you don't live in Australia, you get what is called a secured card. This is basically a prepaid credit card. So I don't know why it's called a credit card since you're basically telling the bank I want you to borrow, but I'm giving you all the money I may use up front. So there's no risk. This is because you won't have a credit score yet, or a weak one at that, and they won't trust you. In Australia though, secured cards don't exist. I look for a low fee or no fee card when I hold it. I can have 1,000,000% interest for all I care, but it shouldn't have keeping fees, no rewards, and preferably with a bank that I already bank with through savings and debit. This is because they know I have money already and I have savings, income, etc. If you don't have these, then you probably shouldn't be getting a credit card and instead actually getting some form of money in the first place. So I get my no fee card, and sometimes you can apply online, but you have to wait until your real 18th birthday. On the big day, I walk into my local bank branch that I'm applying for, or I do it online. I can't actually apply before I'm 18, so I'll bring with me my birth certificate, driver's license or passport, or two of those in the list I just said, or some other government ID that you have to prove who you are. I'll go to the person and tell them I want to apply for this card. They'll walk me through the process and I wait to be approved. But what did I ask for? I asked for a no or very low fee card, and I get a very low credit limit. This makes it so I'm more likely to be accepted, like $500 or something, or as low as you can go. Normally they have a lowest amount you can borrow. When I get the card, I spend it very lightly. I don't do discretionary purchases, I don't get rewards yet, so there isn't a point. I buy things like food from time to time, etc. But this is a backseat in my wallet. I use as low of a balance as possible without using zero. I use a lot that doesn't look good because they think you need to borrow to live, but using zero doesn't look good either. Use a bit, even just like a single purchase in a month. People say 10% of your limit, but I say just something. I used to think credit cards always had interest, and I was like, who the would use this if you have to pay extra when you could just use your own money? This is untrue. You build up a balance you have spent across the month. At the end of the month, it's like a utility bill. The bank sends you a bill saying, you spent X this month, please pay us. And usually you have the next month to pay it off interest free. It is this period that you begin to accrue interest if you never pay it back, and the bank doesn't actually force you to fully repay it, which is the trap. But as long as you pay it in full, it's just like using a debit card, your own money, but you technically borrowed it. Once you've done this for a while and got a good score, you can apply for a rewards card. And this gives you a little extra for each of your purchases. But same principle, pay it off as soon as they send you the bill and all will be interest free. And you get a little extra for your hard work. Who doesn't like free stuff?